took the job, I think you had a certain expectation who was going to be on the team and how you wanted to play. How much did that change at the start of the season when Michael left?
Yeah, I don't know if it changed that much. Obviously you have an all-pro pass rusher that wins really quick. That's certainly going to help any defense. If it's Micah or if it's Miles or whoever that might be, that impact player is always going to help. To a certain degree, in pass downs and other downs. But again, you can't look back, right? It is what it is, and then you just focus on where you are.
Matt Eberflus currently embattled as the defensive coordinator of the Dallas Cowboys. Yeah. You want me to do a better job as defensive coordinator? Don't trade the best defensive player in football a week and a half before the start of the season. It reminds me of what Anthony Weaver, the Dolphins defensive coordinator, said last week. We can't be piecemealing our defense together in August. You can't have massive changes to your roster in August, new guys in, old guys out. No. You got to be at your best then. You got to be getting ready for week one, and you got to keep your best players. And, of course, that prompted Micah Parsons, when he saw the tweet from Clarence Hill Jr. characterizing what Matt Eberflus had to say, up came the tweet with a string of 6 or 7 laugh till you cry emojis. I think that's what it is. 1, 2, 3, 4. It looks like 7. 6 or 7,
about
maybe
8.
I think it's 8. It's 8. 8 of them. Hey, they knew what they were doing, but remember what Jerry Jones said at the time. We got to stop the run. We got to stop the run. And the other layer here is that Matt Eberflus, by all appearances, is going to be fired after the season. At one point, Jerry Jones said, and I'm paraphrasing, it's not going to be a difficult decision. There's talk that the Cowboys are eyeing Brian Flores. I think the Vikings are aware, if not concerned, that that's who they're negotiating against, even though technically there should be no negotiations at this point. We know that tampering is rampant in the NFL. But, I think Eberflus is thinking on the way out, you know what, if you're going to fire me, I'm going to tell it like it is. You traded Micah Parsons. What the hell did you expect?
Yeah, he tried to. He tried to be slick with it, Mike. Did you notice that? Like, hey, you traded all pro and things have changed. Oh, but I take full responsibility, and it starts with me. Yeah, it starts with me, but I need to mention Micah Parsons just so you have the context. He is right. Look, he's going to be – I'll be stunned if he comes back because Jerry Jones has pretty much told us he's moving on in so many words. But there is something to be said for training camp. But we keep talking about how training – they're around they spend a lot of time in training camp. There are OTAs before training camp starts. So May, June, there's a lot of verbiage there's a lot of stuff that's being installed before we even get to the season. And so how can you say that's important and then turn around and trade Micah Parsons right before the season starts, and then in midseason bring in Quinnen Williams and Logan Wilson and all these guys and expect that it's going to be tight? It's not. So I think Eberflus has made his share of mistakes. He can't be last in all the categories they're last in. But even a really good Brian Flores, let's say Brian Flores, who's excellent. Brian Flores would struggle with the setup that Eberflus was given in Dallas. I think anybody would.
Yes.
Any good coordinator is just going to have a real problem with how they did things.
Parsons also went on social media because he was criticized for the 8 laugh till you cry emoji posts. You want me to feel bad? Jerry Jones slandered my name to Cowboys media and national media for months, so I do think I can react to a comment if I want to. Hashtag respectfully. Yeah, hey, this got ugly, and it was a PR campaign, and it just was. They wanted to justify the trade. They got to the point where they were upset that Micah Parsons didn't take the deal that they claim he verbally agreed to, and it just completely unraveled, and they decided to move on because they knew he was going to not play this year because of a back injury. And he won. He got a contract bigger than what the Cowboys ever would have given him, and the Cowboys are where they are right now at 8-1 at best if they manage to beat the Giants on Sunday. Let's take a break. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.